Welcome to XRL and welcome here to Season 5, Round 9 in the Dev League. I have just been joined by Ryan, my partner for today. How are you doing? Very good, thank you. Looking forward to today's race around Hungary. A fairly interesting track, can be quite a chaotic race usually at this track because of the nature. You know, it's been named as the Monaco, but without the walls and buildings near it, so it can be quite a dodgy one in terms of crashes. But I think it still should produce some good action. We've got 17 drivers in so far, which is a decent amount. So there's the full list of drivers so far. Right, just think waiting on one or two drivers and we should be ready to go. There we go. Readying up now, ready to go into qualifying as per usual. The full qualifying today, Q1, 2 and 3, where in each session the bottom 5 will be knocked out, although in this case I believe it only will be the bottom 3 because we have 18, so Q1 bottom 3, for Q2 bottom 5 still, and then obviously Q3 for the fight for pole. And going to be an interesting one. As I said, good drivers today, good amount of drivers, so it should be hopefully a variety of lap times that we see, hopefully some of them quite close as well. Right, let's get Right, hopefully your audio works now.
Not sure.
Oh, yes. Lovely. Right, so into Q1 now, and first out on track appears to be the Alpha Tauri of Venom. I haven't been here in Dev for maybe 2 weeks, so there are certainly a few new unfamiliar faces. You can see a few familiar ones that are always here. Zola, I think Fable as well. I think he leads the championship currently, along with Zola behind him. So yeah, I might take a while to learn some of the names, but I'll give them my best shot.
I think they both had quality events to serve, so it's good that they serve those.
But with those two out then, that means we're only going to have one person, probably, or maybe two, I think. No, I think it will only be one person properly knocked out, because those two will be automatically gone, and I think that's how it works anyway. We'll have to wait and see, but so Venom here on his lap, looking fairly clean so far. You can invalidate in quite a few spots on this track. I know that obviously that chicane just went through. If you go a bit too inwards on that as well, turn 4, the very fast left-hander uphill as well. If you get too much of your left wheel off, that can also give you invalidated lap. But Venom has done a decent lap so far. My final corner now, and I'll have a look at what time he can put on the board. 1:16.3. We'll have to see how everyone else does.
Looks like there's a little bit of incidental blocking going on for Rubagoo and Mantic Meerkat. Rugaboo ran into the back of Super Cream.
So 2 times so far, both fairly far apart. Here comes, I'm assuming that's Twitch Boris with a 117.2. Putting him in P2, yellow flag. I think that is just someone slowing down, and there goes Beastian up to P4 with a 119.7. A bit far off the others there, but we'll have to see if he can improve on that. Looks like Ross had invalidated that one. He's trying again. On board with Mantic Meerkat, who is taking an interesting line going through the final corner.
Was he going to pit, or did he decide to not pit?
looks a bit weird, but he's got a time with the board at least, 17.5. His teammate, well, not his teammate, sorry, the Blues still mix me up. The Williams, 118.5, puts him in P5. Supreme with a 123.9. Something has quite possibly gone wrong on that lap. Go on board here with Mercedes of Ross and see if he can keep this lap clean. And Jebus John with the Twitch subscription. I think I've said this a lot of times, with the 11-month streak, or that is a streak. You subscribe for 11 months. Thank you very much, John. I've definitely you've definitely subscribed quite a few times whilst I've been here, so that is very much appreciated. You almost got your year, well, next month you'll have your year-long subscription coming up, so we'll have to celebrate that. But anyway, we still have, we've already got 7 times set at the moment, which isn't exactly loads to start off, but got a few on the outlap, some of them in the pits. Right, Supreme is coming around again, but it's still a little bit slow. I think he is going to improve only by a little bit, so struggling a bit is the Ferrari driver, but he has a bit of time to improve at least. Meerkat into the pit lane. Pardon me. Right, here comes Mr. Neon in the McLaren, looking to get a time on the board. It's a decent time, 1:16.5, putting him in P2. Let's go on board, see if Supreme Cream, there we go, can improve. His teammate's just behind him, he's going into the pit lane, so on board with Fable, the championship leader currently. I'll do a run through of the full championship order in a minute, but Fable, only managing to go P9, so similarly to his teammate there, he seemed to have struggled a bit with that lap, only a 1:26, and I think, not sounding harsh, it's safe to say that is a pretty poor lap time.
If something must have went wrong. He has way more pace than that.
Just interesting that both the Ferrari drivers have done the same thing really, but yeah, I'm sure he'll improve on that. Ocean Lion goes just in front of his teammate into P6. Both the Williams looking decently strong so far. Alpine of Rubago has invalidated, so he is going to have to try again. Fable now 9 seconds up on his time, so he's definitely pushing properly now. Here we go, let's see what Fable can do. It should be enough. Yeah, it should be enough. P3, that will get him through to Q2. And whilst we don't have too much happening, we'll do a quick run through then of the championship. So starting off with the drivers, as I said, we have Fable leading with 89 points, and then a bit of a way behind we have Zola with 57, so not ages behind, definitely still has a chance, but yeah, not too close. And then a bit closer behind him we have CVT Mask with 43, and then running down the rest of the grid we have FGE Hakkinen, Ali, Veloce, William, Kenzie Retro, Meerkat, Rubago, Dad Stop Gaming, Ninja Fangs, Beastian, Herbinator, Twitch Boris, It's JK, iKingy, and then Damien Supercrofter and PRU are all on 0 points. And then looking at the constructors, it's a little closer for the teams, and there goes Raptor spinning off the circuit. Luckily we're on board there, that was very lucky actually. Spinning off at turn 5. Didn't get a brilliant view of what happened because I was looking at the order, but looked like maybe he caught that curve of death that everyone always hates to go on there. but he has, I believe, kept out the wall, so should be able to get around again.
Flavor
Anyway,
was right there right before he got there too, so I think Flavor got out of the way. 'Cause he had just done the same thing.
Ooh, that's Ross. Ross is out. I've just seen on the minimap there. It's gone board with Veloce, see if we can catch it. Yeah, that is Ross out of the race just after turn 4 going into turn 5. And oh, Veloce goes as well. It's all happening at once here in this part of the track. Veloce's got off okay with some wing damage, but that is the Mercedes of Ross completely out. And he was looking likely to get through as well. And it's all happened at once. First we had the other Mercedes Raptor, then Ross, then Veloce.
Turn 5's a tricky turn.
It is. Yeah, it's that curb. If you catch it on turn 5, you are gone. Right. Fingers crossed nothing happens again. Let's try now go through the constructors. So, leading we have Ferrari with 126 points. And then on 108 points, so not too far behind, we have Mercedes, so definitely within catching distance there. And then 82 points behind them, we have Alfa Romeo. Also on 82 points, we have Aston Martin, so the battle for P3 between the one of the two A teams are very close. And then Alpine on 78, Red Bull not too far behind on 73, then Williams on 65, Haas on 47, McLaren on 36 and AlphaTauri on 14, so it is all quite close. Right, looking back then, we have most people setting their times, gone board with Raptor as he hopefully sets a better lap than before. Right, coming up to where he and his teammate both messed up last time. So you see there, turn 4 incredibly fast, and then into a quite heavy braking turn 5. And see that curve there on the right, he's just about dodged. That is the one you do not want to be touching, because it just sends you absolutely flying. I believe Zola has retired in the pit lane, not on track. Although I could be wrong, who knows, but he wouldn't be surprised as he is fairly safe there in P7. And also with Ross, I believe Ross is definitely not going through to Q2. I'm not too sure what's going to happen now with the rest of the grid. It may be a case where if you can, I think there may be a case where if you set a time, then you may be okay. And that Raptor's done just that up to P10. So now we've only got really in the danger spot, Supreme Cream X hits the spot on Kenzie Retro, and I've just realised we now have 20 drivers, so it is actually going to be some eliminated. So we've had a few join in the qualifying session. So I believe now that is 2 or 3, I think 2 that will be eliminated on track. Ooh, and that's Supreme just going a little bit too deep into the chicane, and that lap's going to have to be scrapped. Let's go on now with X hits the spot as he's trying to set his first lap. So I think it must have been him and Kenzie that have joined late, unless one or either of them have just chosen to go out near the end. But either way, they're both on their first lap now. I've just realised in the, I don't know if it's the same for you, but in the top right of my screen it says that X has been on a 4-minute long lap, and he has just slowed down to let Kenzie through. But 4 minutes on a lap.
Yeah, it does say that on mine as well.
Didn't realise that, but
Kenzie's about to
that
cross
is
the line.
very
Let's see what he
weird.
does.
Right, what can Kenzie produce? He goes to P12 on 18.1.
Looks like he's going to do another lap. Oh, push back.
Didn't even set up an official time. That was a bit strange there, but yeah, I think this is a proper lap from him now, so we will have a watch of that.
Surprised he didn't validate for that.
Well, it's a decent lap then for exits the spot. I'll have to see whether it's good enough to get him through. He will have another one technically if he can keep it going. But he really wants to get this one right. And Kenzie is, I believe, out in the pits. And oh, that is a very good time there from the Haas. A 1:16.4, and he will definitely be through. And I believe that's it for qualifying then, because Flavour and Supreme Cream, the both who need to improve, are in the pits, and the checkered flag is out. So there you go. That is Q1 over, with not much of a fight near the end. X was the only one really in a bit of trouble, and he did very well to get through.
Ross didn't lose any more positions, so he'll stay 15th.
Yeah, at least that's something for the crashed Mercedes.
I wonder who's going to get pole, because it's not that far between first, the top three, and then I wouldn't count Fable out either.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Venom, I don't know. I think I might be wrong here, but I certainly don't recognise Venom. So I think, is a fairly new driver. So he is looking very strong. Neon as well, I don't recognise, and then obviously Fable, the championship leader. So I think really at the moment, like you said, that top four looking the quickest, but you never really can really tell in Q1 because some drivers choose to go a bit slower and some, a bit quicker. So I think we'll have to wait, and then Q2 we'll be watching for the tyre things as well. Whether anyone chooses to go on mediums. Haven't had a weather report actually, just realised, but I think it's probably dry because we've had no uproar in the chat about it. So I'll just double check.
Got Aqua, Kyle, Cream. I didn't catch the other ones that aren't going through. Ross is not going through since he crashed in Q1. 14 cars, and what are they gonna pick? Mediums would be the smart choice.
Looks like mediums for most of them.
Yeah. Rough on mediums, twitch on mediums, neon on mediums.
Ooh, bit of confusion coming out the pits there. Right, so yeah, we've got one on the softs then, which is Urbanator. But the rest of the 5 out on track, all the mediums. Let's go with PRU.
Who's gonna be the first to set a lap? Is that Roth? Yep.
In the chat, Flav was saying he was blocked on his first lap and had to do a second one, and he was then out of quali, and he's understandably not too happy there. It is annoying when you get blocked, especially, I mean, this track, as I said, it is quite a tight and close one, so it's difficult to get round drivers sometimes. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But on board now with the Williams of PRU, who is the first out on track to set a lap on the mediums, and we'll have to see. The times on the board during Q1 were roughly 1:17s were the average, 1:16s if the quicker drivers, so we'll have to see what kind of times the mediums stack up. Usually obviously they are slower, but they have been known sometimes to be a little bit quicker on some circuits. I remember in I believe it was X2 last week, the mediums were actually almost quicker, which was a bit weird, but we'll have to see.
I think the difference there was between the two tires was 5/10, if that. I think here it's over a second difference between the softs and the mediums. Roughly validated. So who's the McLaren? Mr. Neon? What's the next one?
There's a 118 with the invalidation, so...
Oh, I think Meerkat.
Ooh, Meerkat's out. Oh dear.
After turn 4.
Ooh, 117. Same spot as everyone else has lost still. Careful everyone, he's quite in a bit of a dodgy spot, Meerkat there. And he is certainly out of this qualifying session. Just after turn 4, going into turn 5, so that is another one to have the turn 4/5 effect, and he is probably not going to be too happy with that.
It's a bummer to not progress as far as you can in qualifying at some of these tighter tracks that are harder to overtake, because it just compounds the pressure for the race, trying to move up through the field.
So, a 117.5 on the mediums by Mr. Neon. That is a pretty good time. We've got 151 by Venom. Definitely not a good time for him. He'll be improving that shortly. But so it's not looking too bad so far for the mediums. We've got Herbinator, who's set a 118.0 on the softs. and even though he is in P2, the ones behind him are not actually that far behind him. So actually I think they're all less than half a second, so it's not, I don't think it's going to be impossible to get through on the mediums, and I reckon we'll see most, if not all of them, the top 10, get through on them. And Venom does improve, but still only managed to a 120.7, and I guess you could say that was a bit unexpected, seeing as he was on the top spot before, so whether maybe the mediums just aren't working for him or not, we'll have to see, but he's going to want to try and improve that one as he goes straight into the wall. Interesting.
When he was on his second lap, and he came out of, what turn is that? I don't remember. Turn 11, he like lagged for a second. So he went back, like, you know, he made it to the sector 3 line and then lagged back past it again. And yeah, see, I don't know what his car is doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with that. A lot of people are running wide after turn 5 and not getting their lap invalidated. That's interesting.
Here comes Kenzie in the McLaren. His teammate put it on top at the moment. Let's see what he can do against that. He's on the mediums and goes to P8, just a bit behind Venom. So not a perfect lap there from Kenzie. He's going to have to try that one again probably. On board with Fable, running a little bit wide there, but keeping it valid. He was 4th, I believe, in Q1, so expecting a decent time from him. And there is a decent time, 117.7 for the Ferrari, putting him in P2, and you are right, Venom is lagging. He said in the Discord that his game's freezing a lot, so that isn't helping him with his mission.
Hopefully he can get it sorted before the race or it stops. Maybe it'll fix itself.
Yeah, not much he can do really about that. Kind of just has to hope that maybe once he pits it sorts itself out.
The final lap.
Ooh, Veloce going a bit too deep there, going into the, I don't know what term that is, final few corners, penultimate corner I think. Having to retreat to the pit lane. His teammate now Zola going around the final corner. Let's have a look what we can do on the mediums.
Not bad.
Not bad indeed. Almost in the 117s, putting him in P3. That is probably going to be him safe unless everyone switched to softs, but for now it is a actually, I believe, top 4 medium, which is interesting. Oh, Raptor has to go and ruin it. Raptor takes P1 with a 17.2 on the soft tyres. Ocean Lion managing to get to P9, and there we go, almost everyone setting a time then. X. Ooh, Zona retiring in the pits in P4. Board now with X hits a spot with his first time. He is on the softs. And exits the spot with a 1.9, putting him in P1.
I think Prof's gonna go up
Good
here
time
to
from him.
P3, possibly P2.
And yeah, P2. The soft runners now pushing in. Venom here, he always spun round, and that's not good. He is still lagging as well, I think.
And a 15.9. Good luck.
That is unlucky for him. Hopefully, well, I don't know if he's going to have to get a good lap in, to be honest.
If he gets knocked out, it might
Hate
be
to
best
say
for him
it,
to restart his Xbox and come back in.
Yeah. Lotche running very wide there, not invalidating though, but probably losing too much time to continue carrying on. Right, so just over 2.5 minutes left, and we have almost everyone setting a time. Remember, those 11th and below will be eliminated, so 3 at the moment in this case. So far we have Kenzie, who's just come out, Venom, who I believe is going to be not setting over time because of his annoying glitches, and then Veloce, who I think is setting a proper time now, so still 2 drivers who can try and improve, and then we've just got to keep an eye on Ocean and Frubargo, who will be at risk at this point in time.
Mr. Neon did come out, and he put the softs on. Wonder if he'll post the time or not.
Oh, and there goes Veloce into the wall, and he's out the race, the qualifying, sorry. Veloce absolutely smashing into the wall there, losing some traction. And that's his qualifying over, which means then it is only down to Kenzie to try and get out then of the bottom 4, and he is on his lap now. He's gone for the soft tyres, so he has that advantage over, well, there's actually only a few on the mediums now, so he still has the advantage over a few, particularly Ocean Lion, who has decided not to come out and try and improve. He stayed in and his lap in P10 was set on the mediums, and if Kenzie can beat this, then he will be a bit of a difficult spot. Is that invalidation? It isn't. Kenzie has been nice a bit there. Yeah.
It in. There is a merge stuck in the workshop. Where did?
Oh, Raptor's crashed out, and Kenzie goes into Raptor. Oh my goodness. Raptor, I just noticed
next?
that just before it happened. Herbinator into them as well. Oh, Herbinator's gone.
Was the Alpine
Kenzie's
coming?
gone. Raptor's gone.
Is that a
And
Williams?
they'll all be out because they've crashed.
You need to watch out on the final turn.
Yeah, watch out if you're
Or just
watching.
box.
Yeah. Oh, that is not good.
Oh no, and Mr.
All
Neon
three
said
drivers
other
out.
cars should be gone by the time that he gets there.
That is so unlucky. So, obviously didn't see it, but Raptor gone out into the wall, I presume.
I don't know why
Kenzie
he was out again, because he was gonna make it through.
But Kenzie, who was looking like he was going through, not much he could have done. Straight into Raptor, he was out. Herbinator came through. Straight into Kenzie, he's out, and that means Raptor, Herbinator, and Kenzie will all not be in Q3.
And Neon aborted his lap, so he'll be starting on medium. It's a smart thing to do.
I mean, you could argue that, it was unlucky for Kenzie because he could have backed off seeing the yellow flags, but if he had backed off then he was going to be out anyway, so he probably was just hoping that he was on the other side of the track, and
yeah, that he'd make it through.
Unfortunately he wasn't.
Yeah.
For Herbinator, if he had just slowed down, he would have been okay. But, unfortunately, that happens sometimes. But there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? No, 6. I count wrong. Out of Q2. And
it is all dry.
Interesting end.
No surprises.
All dry.
Mike made it through. This is where the sweat's gonna come out.
Yep, definitely.
Not a 10-car shootout, it's an 8-car shootout.
That looks so strange.
It does.
It just looks like there's not enough people.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's just a 5-lapper race or something.
Yeah. Kenzie in the chat, in shock from the accident. It was actually obviously this is a game, so it doesn't matter, but it was actually a very bad head-on collision. So luckily this is virtual. Twitch going out first in the cast, obviously all of the softs. Letting Neon through there. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on Neon because he was looking. Everyone actually, seeing as there's only 8, it's probably all to play for here, but there's definitely 1 or 2. I think Neon, Fable, maybe X as well. We would have the other person, I can't remember his name now already, Venom, but obviously his game decided not to let him through, so not as many. Here we go then, on board with Mr. Neon, coming into turn 1, onto the first DRS straight. Not many DRS straights on this track. Into turn 2 now, heavy braking downhill, quite a blind corner, some overtaking definitely happening there. Into turn 3, coming up the hill, going into turn 4, very fast left-hander. Got to be careful if you're going side by side through here. Turn 5, we've seen a lot of action at already. A very dangerous curb. Now coming into 6 and 7 of the chicane. You just want to try and keep your wheels off that kind of soft sausage curb on the inside into 8 through to 10. And this whole sector 2 of the track is quite technical. You want to carry as much speed really as you can. And coming down the hill now into turn 12 to finish off the lap. A hairpin really of 13, not too much on this final corner. And then the bit of a wider hairpin of 14 where we saw the action in the qualifying. And finishing off a decent lap then for Mr. Neon. And it's a 1:16.3, not a bad time. Let's see what Twitch is able to produce. He's coming around the final corner now. Definitely looking at a 1:16 at least to get pole here. It's a 1:17.1 from the Haas, not too far off, but will need to go faster if they want an all-important pole position. Here comes PR UFC, ready to begin their lap in the Williams.
What do you think pole time will be?
I reckon we may get a 1:15.
We already saw one.
I'm confident maybe 1:15.8, maybe 0.7.
Kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, if they can push for that. And I didn't actually notice, I think Twitch set a new lap, because he's gone up to 1:16.8 now, so obviously hasn't moved anywhere, but at least he's got a bit quicker. Here comes Prof now. Not a perfect lap, only a 1:18.1, so it's possibly enough to, but again, here comes Zola now, and it's a 1:17.2, not bad. Yellow flags, but I believe then we have Fable, the current championship leader, coming round into sector 3 now to finish off his lap. Definitely one to watch out for the pole position. Let's see if he can do it this lap. Frisbee in the chat predicting 1:15.9 was the fastest, and it's a 1:16.2 from Fable, putting him on provisional pole, just a bit quicker than the McLaren. Not a bad lap indeed. Whether it will stick up there in pole position, we'll have to wait and see. We've got exits to spot on his lap, and we still have 2 more to set. There's 5.5 minutes remaining, so everyone should get another one in.
And X is the one that did 15.9 in Q2, so he's capable.
Yeah, definitely.
Of dethroning Fable.
Should get it. No pressure, but purple sector 2. Coming into the final hairpin now. It's 16.055. So it is provisional pole then for X, but it is not the 1:15s just yet. Will we see one? That is the big question. I reckon we will, because I reckon at least one of the top 3 will improve going into their second run. And I reckon at least one of them will get into the 1:15s. Here comes Rubago. It's a 1:16.5. Oh, Neon's going out again on another lap onto the fresh tyres, and he's up on his time.
Not by much though.
Ooh, and he's slow. Yeah, he's slowed down. So he was looking like he was up, but I think he's going to be maybe trying again. Or has he slowed down? Yeah, he has definitely. Surely. Right, I think he's going for another lap now though. Let's see if there's anyone else. Doesn't look like Rubago is. We've got a few on the outlap, but I think we'll watch on board with the Neon just to see if he is going to be trying again.
The 10th up.
Taking it very nice and quickly through sector 1. Coming up to the sector line here, he's looking very nice and smooth, and he's validated. Oh, 2/10 up as well. Just a bit too much then.
If he has enough fuel, maybe he can go again.
Yeah, he is on fairly new sector still, so. But yeah,
Might be able to do
a bit too
another
much on the exit.
lap right here, let the battery charge, and then go around again. He has enough time. It's going again right now.
Here comes Ocean Lion to set their first lap of the session. It is going to be a 1:17.8, puts him in P7 for now. Let's go on board with Fable as he is setting another lap. Can he take that pole position off of the Haas? We'll see as he comes up after sector 2 if he's up or not. And oh, not invalidating there, even though he went very far off the track.
Yeah.
It's an invalidation. He was up as well, so that is the point now that everyone is invalidating, like it seems.
Yeah, he has time, he just needs the back office. Who's his Haas ahead? Oh, it's exits the spot.
Right, let's see. I think Twitch may 7/10 up actually. I don't think Twitch is on the lap. And this is a fast lap now from Neon. He's on his... Oh, it's difficult to keep up with who's doing what. Okay, so let's see. We have a Haas now. So X hits the spot. We'll go on board with the current
He's
pole
almost
sitter.
a 10th up at start of sector 2.
That should get him almost through to a 1:15. Frisbee, the last minute, has changed his prediction to a 15.8. And oh, he spun! Exits the spot, spun. Bit of a
Fable
weird spin there,
invalidated.
just flicked the wheel. Fable invalidated, it's all falling to pieces. Checkered flag has fallen as well. So that is it for exit the spot, and Fable can his time with a 1:16.0 hold on to pole position. We've got a few still setting a lap on board now with Zola. Fresh set of softs. Neon is on another lap, he is on some
Out of
older
the
tyres,
RS,
but still don't count him out. Here comes Zola coming across the line, and unfortunately he can't improve.
Let's go quite a bit faster.
Neon going to do it. Neon gets to P2. a good lap to end it off there for Neon. 16.214 gets him onto P2. Rubago has invalidated, and that is exit spot then on pole position. Good lap from Neon there. Fable falls down to P3 on a second row. Then Twitch, Rubago, Zola, Ocean Lion, and PRUFC. A good end to the qualifying there, and good for the Haas of X. Keeps his pole position, even though he only set that one time at the beginning.
Pretty good lap from Zola. He went 6 tenths faster than his previous best. I think he has 17.2 his first run. But all close to top 4. I mean, really, they're all pretty close.
There you go. He has on pole. Teammate not too far behind as well. Frisbee wanting the McLaren on pole. Well, at least she got it today in real life.
This is true.
Right, as usual, we'll have a bit of a break going into the race, and we will be going at 6 UK time, so in about 6 minutes. Pardon me. I'm just going to go for one moment, and I'll be back. Right, I'm back.
Welcome. My controller died. Prediction and safety cars?
I'm gonna be bold and say no safety cars for a while. Maybe later on in the race, but I reckon it'll be a clean start.
I'm hoping it's a clean start, but I don't know if it's going to be. I think the first time they all go through turn 4 and 5 might be a little messy. But I have my fingers crossed that they can all get through cleanly.
It's Satan saying, please no on Valtteri at turn 1. That would cause a safety car. Oh, one moment. apologies about that. My nose just started to bleed, so that's fun.
What happened?
My nose just started bleeding, but alright.
Oh. A little bit dry, maybe. You want to watch the front and I'll watch the back?
Sure, I can very much do that. That is exactly what I'm saying. I was just so excited for... I'm actually rather excited, you know. 20 drivers. Well, actually, I think we're only 19 because Venom has left, I believe. But 19 drivers. Fairly downhill, sort of hairpinny turn 1. What more could you want? Right, 20
I'm
seconds
excited.
then till the race start. Insane wanting a Ferrari to win. Definitely possible. Right, here we go. Cars are on the grid, the lights are coming on. And the lights are out, and we are underway here in Hungary. A fairly good start for X at the front. Neon has fallen back a little bit. Fable moving up to P2. There's an Alpine as well, making a move down the inside. 3 wide for the front 3, going into turn 1. Oh, Giurbalo comes out on top. Neon moves down to P3. And there goes Twitch into P4. And there's a yellow flag down the back. But it seems like no one has gone too far out. How's it been down the back?
Little scruffy, but I think everyone's settled down. Like 4 or 5 wide at one point.
3 wide. 4 wide down the back. Wow, 3 wide for all for P2. X got quite lucky there. He got a very good start, and that's a Williams. That looks like PR UFC has gone round in a bit of an awkward spot in the chicane. And he is now very much in last place. What a interesting start, but as of yet, no safety car. That is fairly positive. Ooh. What's happening down the back here? It's very close. Ooh, a fastest lap from the leader. It's looks like Kyle here has got close now to Twitch, forcing him around the outside. I believe he's got ahead. He has got ahead into P5.
Look at Venom's actually racing.
No, I don't remember Kyle from qualifying, so he's here now. Apologies, Kyle.
He retired in the pits. He had a quali ban. Him and
yeah, that wasn't why.
Can't remember who the other one was.
Right, that is someone. Is that Aqua?
Yep.
It is.
A couple of front wing changes for Ocean and off too.
Oh, and something's happened to Flavor. Flavor's gone around as well. At at turn 5, as we know. I would love that corner. 3-second time penalty already for Meerkat. Looks like Kyle's
Flavor's around
the
again.
field here. 15 places in 2 laps.
Who's that? Kyle? Yeah, I suppose because he started at the back.
But very good from the Alfa Romeo. Come out of absolutely nowhere, and he's now in P4. And yeah, Venom, is he racing? Let's quickly see. He is, I think. The AI thing is next to his name, so I can only assume he is in control of his car. Yeah, so quite a few pit stops at the beginning for wing replacements, but no one, touch wood, as of yet, out of the race. And it is very close here in the fight for P7. 4 cars all involved in this one. And that's Ross getting past Kenzie, I believe. Is Venom going to make the move here? Probably isn't too safe. We've got DRS now though, so coming on to the pit straight, there's definitely going to be at least one change here, I reckon. Let's watch Mantic Meerkat, who's roughly in the middle here. We've got, I think we'll have Expos going for Mantic and Zola going for Herbinator. Maybe it's going to be Meerkat actually going for Zola. Oh no, that is Herbinator going defensive, Zola trying to get around the outside. Oh, and I think Meerkat's got him as well. Herbinator getting double, maybe even triple overtakes here. No, only double, but Meerkat getting past as well. And Zola was. Oh no, Herbinator having a very unfortunate string of corners there. He is going to try and get back past, but not enough room there. But unlucky there for the Alfa Romeo. Still got a chance though. Ross retiring out of the session in turn 4. And a lot of cars in the area here. And yeah, safety car brought out for that one. Good decision there from the in-game FIA. Just looked like he must have gone a bit too quick into turn 4. And the walls there are very unforgiving. And there you go, the first retirement
on the
of
softs,
today's session.
Only gonna hurt you to stay on him.
He's going to be pitting for a lot of the drivers, and ooh, that was almost Carl going into the back of Rubago. So let's look at the tyres here in the on the leaderboard, and I think yeah, you're going to want to get off those softs now, and that is what most of the drivers are doing. Doesn't look like Herbinator has just decided to go down that path, but everyone else has, and it is hards or mediums now for most of the grid.
Yeah, Venom's connections. Whatever's going on with his... He's getting the red X at some points, and then...
Oh, that's an Alpine, Rubago, just in the corner of the screen there, as we were watching on board. Rubago, I believe, yeah, his wing's gone. He absolutely just flew around the corner, it seemed, and straight to the wall. Luckily, he's not out, but that was lucky actually. I was just, as you said, on with Venom, and in the corner of the screen, I just see an Alpine absolutely flying.
I think leading up to turn 4, Venom was ahead of Herbinator. Now he's behind him, so
notice,
his game like
Venom
back.
dropped down a bit. So if anyone's watching and they're a driver, you may just want to be a bit careful of Venom. Not his fault, but he is just a little bit glitchy. Ooh, and that's retirement for... it's an on-track retirement for Aqua.
Did he die?
Turn 4, going into turn 5. Under safety car. That is weird. It did look like he was trying to catch up to the grid, and he's obviously trying to catch up a bit too much.
Yeah, with the hards are very slippery.
I could only presume he's just completely spun it. Wow, that is 2 retirements then. Both in very similar spots. Probably almost the same spot actually.
It might be in this lap, because everybody's caught up now.
It should be in this lap, actually, yeah. There you go, safety car lights are off, and the safety car is coming in this lap. They added the Aston Martin one to the game, didn't they, recently? I think they did anyway. Right. We'll go with Fable for the restart here. Neon has gone. Fable has done well to stick behind. Oh no, he hasn't gone. He's kept them very close to the line there.
It's like exits the spot, ran into somebody.
Oh, it's 3 wide. Almost 3 wide down in the middle of the field. The two Alfa Romeos going side by side. Penalty for one of them. And it is very close already. Ferrari trying to go down the inside, not quite able to. And it seems to be fairly calming out already.
Good.
Here comes the Venom trying to make the move on Herbinator. It's difficult during Sector 2, not really any opportunities to make the move. Vargo's out of the session. And looks like him and X maybe have had some sort of collision. X is a bit further back than the rest of the grid. HSR Kyle getting past a Meerkat. Another safety car has been brought out. Back-to-back safety cars here in Hungary, and this time it was for Vargo just after turn 5. Not sure what happened, but he was close to exits the spot, so I don't know whether something between those two happened.
I think exits the spot let everybody by, so that had to have happened ahead of him. So he got wing damage on the restart. Starts to the end. Kyle and Meerkat have penalties. Other than that, no one else has any. Someone was feeling kind of lucky. With these two safety cars, they could stretch the mediums out to a one-stop medium to soft, depending on what their tire wear is at. Should be in this lap.
There we go, safety car in this lap.
Hopefully the restart's cleaner.
Yeah, would quite like to get some proper racing underway.
Can't decide to go and then stop.
Five-second time penalty for Supreme. Maybe I'll get there at move if it wasn't his fault. Here we go then, back under green flags, hopefully for a little longer this time. Is Fable going to make a move going into turn 1? He's down the inside on the McLaren. He is going for P1. Down the inside, looks like Neon has held him off for now. Could he make a move going into turn 2? He's certainly looking to do so. Neon with some good defensive work there, just covering off the inside. And Fable having to stick behind for now. Down the back of the grid, nothing too major has happened. A few position changes, but fingers crossed, no yellow flags as of yet. HSR Kyle getting past Zola. They're side by side now going into turn 5. Zola with the inside though. And I think it's going to be very close going into the chicane. Are they going to go side by side? They are, but Kyle is forced off and over the chicane. Doesn't look like he got a time penalty though. And for now he is ahead of Zola into P4. Venom as well getting past Meerkat, now looking to get past Zola. Veloce getting past Meerkat as well. Meerkat looking to come back at him down the inside. And I think for now Veloce is sticking ahead. Oh, maybe not. Good effort here from Meerkat, getting the power down early. And he's at the inside here, and he should stick ahead. Veloce going very wide.
Yeah, very wide.
Good from the Red Bull driver. Here comes Kyle on Twitch. Kyle, have a look here. He has gone up, still 15 places. Definitely driver of the day so far. And he's certainly not stopping yet. And he has had his a pit stop as well. So, perfect race so far for him.
He's gonna try
even better now that he's
him.
up onto the podium. Brilliant overtake there on the half.
It's like Twitch didn't get a very good exit, or just didn't fight for that.
Yeah, he almost let him through, but it was a bit weird. Venom now getting very close to the back of Zola, and will want to be making a move very shortly. Oh, I thought he spun there. But Venom just, the back end just flung out. Luckily he caught it. He did lose time and went very wide in, I think it was turn 15. And oh, there goes Meerkat. A bit squiggly going through the final corner. But for now, Venom is still holding on to P6.
Taking over Flavor here down turn 1.
X sticking with that inside line. He should have the position here fairly easily on Flavor. Good overtake. It's a 4-way battle now. Maybe I think even 5-way for what is P11. Here comes Kyle on Fable. This is the championship leader he's looking to overtake. Onto the straight now. Kyle will have DRS, but Fable may just have it. He does have it, Fable, so it's going to be a bit difficult for the Alfa Romeo because he won't have much of an advantage now. And it seems for now he's going to have to stick behind. A bit wobbly coming out that corner.
Got a better run though.
Ooh, a good run. Just not enough room to make a move.
Try and go for it. He's gonna.
He wants to. He definitely wants to.
Thought about it.
It's just. I think it's probably a safe bet. We've still got a while left in the race, so you don't want to play all your cards too early. But he wants to get past because actually, to be fair, Neon is getting away from Fable, so he doesn't want Neon to get too far ahead.
Oh, and somebody's
There's
off.
a yellow flag. Is that Raptor?
That's the Ocean.
I think it's everyone. No, it's Ocean. He is off at turn 5. And is that any wing damage? It isn't actually. Nothing visible anyway. There's another yellow flag. I think it's past now. Kyle falling a bit far behind here. He's gaining a lot though with Fable now out of DRS. He may be able to get him here coming onto the second straight. Here comes Kyle on Fable down the inside into turn 3 and it's just not
not enough room.
Isn't able to get past Fable this time around.
Venom's still clinging on to the back of Zola. Doing a good job of keeping him behind him. Your cat's right there as well. Balache's not that far behind. So another train right behind him. Kyle's closer. Will he make a move? No. It's a lot closer here.
Down the inside and a fairly easy move there for Kyle. Set it up after a few laps and done well to get ahead into P2. Now it's going to be a question of can he get up to Mr. Neon. He has, Mr. Neon has got away here from Fable, but Kyle will want to be chasing him down now. Obviously no DRS until he's within a second, so it will be all down to pace for a while. Bit onto the grass there, that won't help him. Let's have a look at this battle between these three. It's all very close, and I reckon we may see some action happening on the next straight. A bit wide there from Meerkat. Three-second penalty. Quite a few penalties got around the place. Kyle as well has one. Is that a... It's 3 seconds for Kyle. That won't help him. Here comes Venom though. On Zola, he have DRS, Zola won't. This should be a fairly easy move here for Venom. He has got to be a bit careful of Meerkat though. And he's going to be going down the inside into turn 1. And if he can keep his nose in, that will be P3 for Venom. Can Zola fight back? Zola wants to fight back. He looked like there's almost some contact there, but
if he had DRS, he would have been able to.
Yeah.
It's good to keep Meerkat behind though. Not lose 2 spots in 2 corners. 2 straights.
Yeah, Meerkat is so close now behind Zola. I think what Zola just needs to do is get to the straight, get DRS, and hope he can get past Venom before Meerkat gets past him, really.
Didn't even notice Fable pitted for hards, so he went for the undercut.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Yellow
someone's
flag,
off.
that is Ocean. And Ocean line going around again.
Turn 5 is tricky.
Believe there's any wing damage. And pitting now for Venom and Meerkat. Zola stayed out. What will it be? Will it be hards, I presume? Unless they've already been on another tyre, then they could maybe try mediums again. But no, it does look like hards. Hards till the end then. A fairly reasonable choice. Coming up to the halfway mark as well of the race. Ooh, here comes Venom on his teammate. Going to go side by side through the chicane. Not something you'd see teammates do too often, but Beastian just backing out there and letting his teammate ahead.
Mr. Neon is pitted. Fable jumping. I don't know, Fable's got a lot of traffic right in front of him. Oh, he's
Now
definitely
Kyle
not.
will be pitting a bit later because he pitted later onto the mediums, but he will definitely have to pit at some point, so we'll have to see how far he drops back. Fable on Kenzie now.
Kenzie getting a little slippery on a turn 5. It's good to keep it on the road.
Just watching the gap between X and Zola up here. Kyle with the fastest lap, up in the lead of the race now. This could be a move here for exit the spot on Zola. Zola obviously no DRS, he has plenty of energy as well, does the Haas driver, and it should be a fairly easy move down the inside into
Mike
turn
goes
1.
outbreak him though.
He is, he's done well there, Zola. He'll still be alongside for turn 2, and he's outbraked him this time. They're very close. I think they touched the wheels a little bit there, but it does seem like X is ahead for now. Let's quickly go down to Fable. He's side by side with Kenzie. It might be a similar story. Can Fable get ahead? This time Kenzie has done well defending there.
I'll be right back.
And Fable, no worries, Fable is unable to get past. Good defending there from the McLaren driver. Here we go, Fable getting ahead now of Kenzie. 3-second time penalty as well for Kenzie. Looking up, the top 5 are all fairly spread out now, no one really within much of a distance where they can be overtaking. PRU into the pits, and Venom now getting close to Raptor. Getting very close to Raptor, not close enough to make a move just yet. Maybe coming up though. Playable on Veloce as well. They should make the move here, coming onto the straight. And there's a yellow flag, that is Twitch out of the race. Safety car just before Fable can get ahead of Veloce. And that is the 3rd safety car here in Hungary. Let's see if we can get on board with Herbinator and have a look at where about he's gone off. And wasn't able to see. But I can tell you that it was, I believe, just turn 11. So, interesting place to go off. It is quite fast coming out into turn 11, so maybe he's got on the curb and just spun it. Ooh, Herbinator gets on the curb and luckily didn't spin it, but unfortunate there for the Haas driver. And it's probably actually not great for Kyle. He may pit here. Let's have actually, to be fair, if Kyle can pit here, this will work in his favour very much so. I reckon he will pit onto, if he's been on another compound, then mediums could be a good option. Raptor with a drive-through, but if he's only been on mediums, then I'd say hards. We'll have to wait and see what he does. Careful not to get a penalty there. Penalty for flavour as well. A lot of penalties coming through, drive-through. My tight ads. Right, here we go. Kyle onto the softs. That is an interesting strategy. Softs for 13 laps. I guess you could say it will probably only be 11 because there'll be a few under safety car. But I'm not too sure how long the softs can actually really last here. We'll have to, well, if anyone knows, please let me know. I'm not too good with tyre life. We'll have to wait until Brian gets back, then I can ask him. But a bold move, I think it's safe to say, from Kyle. But as I said, the safety car has helped him because he has lost a lot less time. He never will catch up to him, but at least he hasn't lost any positions when he's pitted.
What happened?
Kyle pitted for softs. Oh, and of course Twitch crashed out, causing a safety car, but I actually think Kyle pitting for softs is more interesting in my opinion.
It's bolder than I...
Yeah.
If you did it at lap 24, you could take him to the end. This is... I mean, granted they're behind the safety car, but you're still putting some extra wear on them. He's gonna be struggling probably like 4 laps to go.
But because of the safety car, he didn't lose any positions, which did help him.
Yeah, so he'll be able to just get away from Fable. Then slowly the pendulum will shift the other way and Fable will start catching him back.
Just really depends, yeah, how long he can keep that speed for. He may, probably is a good idea just to maybe not go too quick and try and keep the tyres alive for as long as he can. Or he just goes so quick that even when his tyres do die, he's so far ahead that he can't be caught up to. But it's kind of a 50-50 with that.
Yeah, I agree.
safety car will most likely be coming in this lap, as long as Ocean is able to catch up, which they probably are. 3-second penalty for Ocean Lion, just taking it too wide coming out of the corner.
Super Cream's right up there with the leaders too. Hopefully he pulls out of the way when lights go green. He should just box again.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that was a wing. The Beastian's got a penalty for hitting into Turbinator, I think. Who hasn't got the wing? Is it Beastian? I think, yeah, Beastian. So Beastian's hit into Turbinator. And they've all got penalties for it. I don't know whose fault it was. Someone must have slowed down suddenly. But anyway, here goes Kyle on the restart. On the fresh set of softs, so he will definitely not be being overtaken. But someone who might be is Fable, with X behind him on the mediums and Fable on 7 lap old hards. He is on paper going to be slower, so we'll keep on board for a bit with X. A bit of movement down the back, pit stops for those that were involved in that weird incident.
You can't do that there, Super Green. That. Don't get any damage from that. Doesn't look like it.
Ocean
lost
line.
a position. He lost a bunch of.
Ooh, on board with the Venom, and I hate to say it, but he is just glitching a little bit. No DRS obviously, just yet.
What just happened to...
Ooh, what's happened?
Mike went, or Zola went into the pits and then it booted him back out.
My leaderboard had... oh god, I'm going crazy.
Zola's car is going forwards and backwards in the pits.
Who's that?
What's going on?
Okay, I can't tell what's going on. The leaderboard is absolutely not having a good day. But that is PRU. And, is that on your screen as well? PRU just...
He's like looking at a wall?
Yeah. I am extremely confused. The leaderboard says Zola's in the lead. No offense, I don't think Zola's that quick to get there that quickly. Well, I think it's fixed itself. But PR... Ooh, now I'm bored with... Okay. I think PRU is out. Beastian's sat still in the pits. Zola saying back marker, if you are you for real? From what you said, I'd probably agree with him. Right, here we go. Exits the spot, gets past Fable for P2, and the gap from him to Kyle. Oh no, now exits the spot is in P1. Lovely. Anyway, the gap from him to Kyle is rather big, as you can see on the mini-map, which is what we're going to have to go by for the remainder of, not the remainder hopefully, but just for a little while, as this leaderboard sorts itself out. Let's quickly see, oh no, actually no, they're lap cars, is it now? Let's go on board with Fable, as he's sort of in the middle of a slight three-way,
This lobby's broke. Mike went into the pits again and it dumped him out into the track.
Yeah, hope at least we can get to the end of the race, but it has just shut down now. Oh, it's going so well, but now...
Unfortunate. Oh, 2 people just died.
Safety car. PRU and Beastian.
Where are they though?
Where are they?
I don't see their cars. Track,
This
sitting.
Oh, it says he's retired now. PRU said he's just been glitched into crashing. Well, we did see it was like a couple minutes ago, PRU in the wall, but it didn't say he retired, and now he's in the Discord just now, said the game's just glitched him into crashing.
This is race.
But either way, we are under safety car, for whatever reason, but Beastian as well, no sign of him.
Terminal damage for Beast and terminal damage for Prof. We didn't see their cars anywhere on track. Mike, did you happen to see if Mike was finally able to fix? Now he's on soft. Solo.
Not sure. Well, now the times have reset. It's actually quite good for Kyle though, because his tyres will be not being used too much. Let's have a look at the penalties. So 3 seconds for Kyle. That could, depending on how he does after the restart and with his tyres, that could hinder him a bit, but I reckon he may be okay. Fable with 3 seconds, that's going to be a bit closer with a Neon behind him. 9 seconds for Meerkat, he's definitely going to fall a few places. 8 seconds for Kenzie. There may be a few 5-second penalties being removed due to some silly game rules, so we'll have to wait and see, but so far that's not great for Kenzie. 3 and 3 for Raptor and Ocean, that could not be great. 9 for Veloce, that certainly won't help. 10 for Herbinator. If they're not removed, then they will be actually to be fair, he may be okay, because Zola's quite far behind, although he'll catch up. 3 for Zola, shouldn't be too much of a worry, as Super Cream behind him is a fair way off. And 5 for Super Cream, but it's not that bad penalties this race. We've had a few dodgy safety car incidents, but in terms of corner cutting, I don't think it's been too bad. Safety car not going in, unfortunately. Zola just still making his way around.
I'll be right back.
pardon me. So we have just over 5 laps left. And safety car coming in this lap. Lights are off. 5-second penalty for Mr. Neon going in the back of, or no, Meerkat going into the back of him. That should be actually, seeing as it doesn't seem it's his fault. Maybe it was, who knows. But anyway, let's go back to tyres so we can have a look at who may be catching. Kyle, his softs are getting old, but I reckon he'll get a good restart here. And let's see when he starts to put his foot down very close there to X. He's holding the grid up here. Look at this. Everyone's being held up. He doesn't have to go before the line, but now he is off. X hits the spot. Not getting a good restart there. Fable managing to get ahead now. They're going side by side. Fable has the inside line. X with a bit more room around the outside. Raptor has retired from the session. Oh dear, Raptor is out. No safety car as of yet though. But Fable keeping ahead. Mr. Neon keeping ahead. X hits the spot out as well. Oh dear, X hits the spot and Raptor both crashing out. And it looks like there's someone. Oh, it's Super Cream. Supreme Cream, sorry. Also out with exits the spot, I think. That is unfortunate. 3 retirements in 1 restart. Ah dear. I didn't even get to see what happened. That is not good. Well, X obviously won't be happy with that. He was having a brilliant race, and it's unfortunate to see him go. Supreme Cream, not to be rude, I don't think he was going to be getting any points, but it's still unfortunate to see him go out. Raptor was looking decent as well, so he will be very much displeased with that outcome. Zola getting ahead of Flavor now. Go on board here with Venom, and we'll have to look if he can get Neon. Let's have a look in the Discord, see if there's been anything said. Doesn't look like it just yet. Raptor, yeah, that is. I didn't see what happened, but very unlucky for you there.
Every time I walk away, something happens.
Yeah, 3 retirements, 3 DNFs on the restart. We had exit the spot, Raptor and Supreme Cream. And just my luck, I didn't see any of them.
Sorry,
so,
I had families.
Not sure what happened.
I'm gonna go in.
Not your fault. Just a bit unlucky. I was watching X, went off him for a couple seconds, and next thing I know, he's gone into someone. I think him and Supreme actually. Something happened between them. So, ooh, time penalty for Venom. Look at the penalties, so 10 seconds from Neon. So actually, to be fair, the 3 seconds will be fine for everyone because everyone apart from Flavor now has a penalty. So those in the top 5 will all be safe. Well, not all of them, but those on 3 seconds will all be safe. Here comes DRS enabled though, and that should be allowing now Neon to have a look at getting past Fable. Kyle has managed to get away here, and with only a few laps left, he should be in a good spot to look at taking home the win.
And Mike should jump up 2 positions at least. Maybe Ocean as well. Everyone's pretty spread out except for these 3 fighting for P2.
Yeah, speaking of these 3, DRS enabled now, so let's go and have a look. They're both a sort of equal distance apart actually. Will anyone catch up? That's the most important question. Looks like Venom is just a tad closer. And now I don't think there's going to be any action just yet. No, they're not close enough. Not long left though, so we'll probably see some, not ridiculous, but some more parade moves happening as they fight for P2, a pretty big position. And just thinking penalties, so Neon does have 10, however, as I said when you went here, obviously penalties can be removed, especially the 5-second ones, if you can prove they weren't your fault, I believe. So that it may be a fact that he has 2 5-second penalties that weren't his fault. Maybe they were, who knows, but I think we'll just keep an eye on it and don't count him out just because he has those penalties. And who do you think on board, got the position changes now, who do you think is the driver of the day for today's race? I think it's quite obvious, but what's your thoughts?
Probably Kyle. I don't know what, I think he started 19th or 20th.
He's made up 18 places, so I think 19th it would have been. I think Kyle has to get it. Sure, I mean, he'll get the in-game one, and I know we don't technically give one, but I think Kyle definitely the best driver today. I mean, he did get the quali ban, which I don't know what for, but that's in the past. But either way, he's made his way up from the back to first, and just been very quick. Strategy has, at the moment, paid off. Ooh, Neon looking to make the move on Fable. At the moment, paid off. Pitting to the softs near the end. It's going to be close, but with only a lap and a bit left, he's probably going to be okay.
Yeah, he can post through some turns. The tires are feeling a little dicey and be fine.
Someone who may not be okay is Fable.
The tires gave out, spun.
Oh dear, Kyle spinning around in the penultimate corner.
He's still in the lead though. He just needs to not, hopefully not overheated.
Right, I'm going to watch on board with Kyle now, because as you've seen, his tyres are now giving out.
This is where I wish you could have that AWS tire performance thing on the whole time so we could see what his tires are at.
Neon going a bit deep, trying to make the move on a fail. These three I think will be battling all through this final lap. Remember, they all have at least 3 seconds, so Kyle so far is okay in terms of penalties. You are gonna have to beat him on track if you're Fable. To be fair, Kyle is probably helped by the fact that these three are fighting, because they will be slowing each other down. Although the two of them have DRS, but they're slowing each other down. That is someone off. Who's that? Venom. Ooh. Unlucky for Venom, he's dropped down a few places as well. We're at the end. Alright, I don't think this battle is going to be going anywhere, so we're going to go with Kyle now. Coming through the final few corners. He spun here before. If he doesn't do it again, Kyle will be winning this race. Started in 19th, made his way up, 18 places gained. It's safe to say a very, very good performance from the Alfa Romeo driver. I don't think he can complain with that one. Here comes HSR Kyle swerving across the line to win the Hungarian Grand Prix for Alfa Romeo. Fable makes it home in P2. Neon makes it home in P3, even with those 10 seconds. Zola jumps up to P4. Meerkat to P5. Venom's done well as well. He had a bit of an issue of qualifying. He did move down to P7 there with penalties, but he's done well to get to P7. Veloce coming home in the points in P8. Jumping actually Venom to P7. Herbinator now coming to P9. Zola as well. He was, I believe, taken out by a back marker, and he's made his way to P4. So a very good performance from him as well. And Kenzie there taking the final points positions, I believe.
I think he
very good race, and ooh, did he? Well done, Kenzie. That was a very good race. We had, was it four safety cars?
I believe so.
So a pretty chaotic race, but I actually really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it sucks I missed the action, some of the action, but It was entertaining for sure. Okay, I was wrong. You only get it.
There you go, there's your podium, bit of an unusual one. Fable will be definitely extending his championship lead with that though, in P2. Very good for him and for his team as well, Ferrari. Insane, interesting race, made up by no one knowing to do with bunched up restart. Yeah, thank you actually Insane for being in the chat most of the race, very active, good insight as well. And there you go, there are the results for today's race. And fastest lap as well for Kyle, so almost the Grand Slam. Obviously without pole position you can't really count it, but there you go. But that probably is about it, so thank you very much for joining me today. Been nice to have you alongside in the commentary box.
No problem. It was fun.
And
Maybe catch you
thank
another
you.
time.
Yeah, I'll be maybe here tomorrow for X2. Not sure, but I'll probably be back next week for Dev again. And obviously, as usual, X1, 2 and 3 tomorrow at 5 and 8 PM UK time. You can check out, I believe, somewhere in the description here, the thingy is schedule. But as always, thank you to everyone for watching, and thank you to the drivers for a fairly entertaining race. So I will see everyone sometime, either tomorrow or next week. Goodbye.